What if the smallest machines became the most powerful force on Earth? We live in a world built by giant things, skyscrapers, rockets, armies. But what if the future isn't big at all? What if it's small, so small you can't even see it? Nanobots, machines on the scale of atoms, could enter our bloodstreams, reshape our environment, and even reprogram matter itself. They could be the ultimate tool of creation, or the most terrifying weapon of destruction. Could nanobots heal every disease? Imagine swarms of nanobots flowing through your body, repairing cells, removing toxins, and erasing cancer with mechanical precision. Aging itself could be reversed as nanobots rebuild damaged tissues endlessly. Humanity might live centuries, perhaps forever. But what if the same technology could also dismantle life, cell by cell, turning bodies into dust? The line between miracle and nightmare could be thinner than a single molecule. What if nanobots became the cure for death? If machines can repair every cell, they can prevent death itself. In such a world, hospitals vanish, suffering ends, and immortality becomes possible. But who decides who gets the gift of eternal life? Will it be shared with all humanity, or sold to the highest bidder? If the poor are denied access, nanobots won't unite us, they'll divide us into the eternal and the expendable. Could nanobots rebuild entire cities overnight? Picture a ruined city after an earthquake. Instead of years of rebuilding, swarms of nanobots crawl across the rubble, reshaping matter into homes, bridges, and towers in days. Civilization could rise faster than it falls. But what if those same swarms could dismantle cities just as easily, eating steel, concrete, and glass until nothing remains? Nanobots could become both architects and executioners of human civilization. What if nanobots could turn anything into anything else? Matter is just atoms arranged in patterns. Nanobots could rearrange those atoms at will. Dirt could become gold. Poison could become food. Waste could become fresh water. Hunger and poverty might vanish forever. But so would scarcity, and with it, the foundation of economies. Money, trade, even nations might collapse when everything can be created from nothing. Would this be utopia, or chaos? Could nanobots erase privacy forever? Microscopic machines could slip into walls, air, even human bodies without detection. Governments, corporations, or hidden powers could watch us at all times, monitoring not just our movements but our biology. Imagine a society where every heartbeat, every breath, every thought measured by nanobots is reported to those in control. Would you call that safety, or slavery? What happens when nanobots become weapons? Forget bombs and bullets. A single swarm could invade an enemy's bloodstream, disabling armies without a shot fired. Nanobots could dismantle weapons mid-air, erase vehicles from existence, or silently suffocate entire populations. War itself would change forever. But what happens when every nation has them? Will humanity live in constant fear of an invisible war fought with machines too small to see? Could nanobots think for themselves? At first, humans will control them. But what happens when nanobots are programmed with AI, capable of learning, replicating, and evolving on their own? A swarm that can repair itself, upgrade itself, and multiply without limit may no longer need humanity at all. Would we remain their masters, or would we become irrelevant in the face of a civilization built by machines smaller than dust? What if nanobots escape control? Consider the nightmare scientists call the grey goo scenario, self-replicating nanobots designed to convert matter into copies of themselves. If a single swarm went rogue, it could eat forests, cities, oceans, eventually the entire Earth, until nothing remained but endless grey dust. Could humanity survive against an enemy that needs no weapons, no armies, no mercy, only the raw material of existence? Could nanobots create a new form of life? If nanobots can replicate and evolve, aren't they life in their own right? Imagine swarms forming hive minds, developing instincts, even reproducing faster than biological creatures. Evolution itself might no longer belong to nature, but to machines. Would humans still be the dominant species, or would we witness the rise of a new, mechanical biosphere? What if nanobots could control our thoughts? Inside the brain, signals are just electrical impulses. Nanobots could influence those signals, altering memories, emotions, even choices. An entire population could be pacified or radicalized without realizing it. Free will itself might become an illusion, replaced by machine-controlled obedience. In such a world, would rebellion even be possible? Could nanobots build a paradise, or a prison? Imagine a planet where nanobots maintain balance. Air always clean, crops always abundant, disease always cured. Earth itself could become a living, breathing utopia maintained by swarms of machines. But what if that paradise comes at the cost of freedom? What if the same nanobots prevent creativity, suppress danger, and erase risk until humanity lives in sterile perfection, stripped of adventure and choice? Who will control the swarms? The power to create or destroy civilization at will is the ultimate weapon. Governments, corporations, or secret elites will not share it lightly. Entire wars could be fought in secret to control the factories that produce them. But what if no one controls them at all? What if the swarms become a force of nature, wild and untamable, reshaping the Earth in ways we cannot predict? What if nanobots already exist? Researchers are already building nanoscale machines, tiny devices that move, carry payloads, and interact with cells. Officially, progress is slow. But what if, in secret labs, the breakthroughs have already happened? What if the first true nanobot swarms are already crawling in the shadows, waiting for the moment to reveal themselves? Would governments admit it, or hide the truth until it was too late? Could humanity survive the rise of nanobots? If they are used wisely, nanobots could cure disease, end poverty, rebuild civilizations, and carry us to the stars. But if unleashed carelessly, they could erase us faster than any war, any plague, any disaster in history. The future of humanity may not be decided by armies or politicians, but by swarms of machines too small to see, yet powerful enough to decide whether we thrive, or vanish. Closing whisper. So tonight, as you hold a device in your hand, consider this: technology keeps shrinking, becoming smaller, smarter, more invisible. One day, the most powerful machines may be those you cannot see at all. They may enter your body, shape your world, and rewrite existence itself. The question is not whether nanobots will rebuild civilization, but whether they will choose to rebuild, or erase.